Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome. Whether you're with me at 10:30 p.m., 10:30 a.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 12 noon, 12 midnight, doesn't really matter. Thank you so much for being here. Before we do kick off the show, I just want to first tell you guys about our master topic for the week: how to harness playfulness for serious success. Before I do kick off the show, I would invite you to go ahead and grab that delicious favorite beverage of yours, or that snack, or both, whether it's a healthy set of fruit or nuts or cookies or chips or anything else. Go ahead and check that out, because I think you're really going to enjoy that. I think that's going to be something that you'll really enjoy. And I'll be here. So definitely come on back. But welcome to Inspirations for Your Life podcast with your host, myself, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur and your podcast coach. I'm thrilled to guide you through today's episode, where we'll be exploring a powerful concept that has the potential to change the way you think about problem solving and creativity. The topic for tonight's show, are you ready for it, everyone? The topic for tonight's show is playful problem solving for creative breakthroughs. Okay? Hurry back with that snack and that drink, because we want to get started. All right. So today, we're going to dive deep into how incorporating play into your problem-solving approach can unlock untapped creativity, spark collaboration, and generate innovative solutions in both your personal and your professional life. Now, whether you're looking to boost workplace motivation, improve leadership skills, or simply find a new way to approach challenges, this is the episode for you. I'll equip you with practical strategies that will transform your mindset. So let's get started, everyone. All right. So we think about introduction to playful problem solving. We can learn how to play and shift your problem solving mindset and encourage creativity by lowering the stakes and helping you experiment with new ideas. When you creatively play, ladies and gentlemen, the world becomes your oyster. You have so many possibilities. And if something doesn't work, well, you just try something else, right? You creatively play. I love that concept. So why play leads to creative breakthroughs? Well, so we know that play actually fuels our curiosity, and it promotes innovative thinking, leading to breakthroughs that you might not achieve through traditional methods. Plus, we know what really starts this is it gives us a natural high with the dopamine in our brain and body. And when we feel that natural high, it's like, oh my gosh, we want to do more of that. We want to achieve that. And so it's like a feeling we get, and we want to keep repeating it. And as we repeat it, it strokes us to keep wanting to do more, right? So play leads to creative breakthroughs. Now, play as a tool for collaboration, we can learn that play can help augment others, can bring others together in unification, enhancing the dynamics, because sometimes there's breakdowns with communication. And what this does is it eliminates the barriers and encourages collaboration, making it a vital tool for teamwork. I think a lot of times people want to do something that is for the greater good of all, but their ego gets in the way. So what I like to say is, Jim, Bob, Mary, I understand that we don't agree on this point. I get that. And you know that I am very passionate about getting this to leading this result. And I know you want that too. And for the greater good of the team and for our mission, I'd ask you to please reconsider, because this would really give us potential to move forward tonight. Play allows us to unpack dynamics of ourselves, our team, communication, and be a powerful tool to unite. That's key. So, playful techniques for problem solving. You might be saying, John, what are, and that's a great question. What are playful techniques for problem solving? Well, kids, when they were younger, engage in building structures with blocks to enhance spatial reasoning and problem solving. They also participate in dramatic play scenarios that reflect empathy, demonstrate social problem skills, right? And I think anytime that we can do a what if scenario, right? I like to use the example that all of us know how to remember, but do we know how to imagine? Remembering means that you've seen something in the past and you're recalling that into your mental screen. Maybe you're thinking about what you saw, what you heard, maybe something you touched, or a taste or a smell. When I ask you to imagine, maybe you've never seen that before. The example I like to use is we all know horse and dogs, but they have four legs, right? Okay, so if I said to you, remember what a dog looks like, right? Okay, now if I said to you, picture a dog with 6 legs. Look at me funny, like, so you have to imagine the change and how that would look. A little strange, right? Maybe it would give the dogs greater mobility, right? So that's how it works. We practice imagining, and when we do this, we exercise that muscle. Our brain is a muscle. And so we learn how to play with our mind. We learn how to play with our mind. That's cool. When we think about play, the stakes are very low. You could play by trying to put a puzzle together. You could play when you're problem solving, like trying to figure out how to make something work. That's creatively playing, right? Maybe you're playing when you're trying to come up with an idea. One of my favorite ways to come up with an idea is brainstorming through creative play. I think when there's too many rules that are imposed on us, we shut down and we lose the desire, and the fire of passion just immediately goes out. The energy just sizzles. And no matter what we do, we cannot get that mood back. So I want to tell you right now, it's very important that you learn how to creatively play. Maybe you're having a scenario issue at your office with a client. Why don't you role play it? Maybe you be the client and have someone else in your office be you. Or you could do vice versa and flip it back and forth. And when you do this, like, oh, now I see why he didn't want to go that way. But you weren't on the same page until you actually put yourself in that person's shoes. Now, I don't mean actually putting their shoes on, but we're basically putting ourselves in that situation. And even though you think you might be, it doesn't happen until the situation becomes real enough for you. Some people are not able to pretend what it would be like to be in that situation. They try, but they need more stimulus. They need an environment that is set up where they can respond. So playful techniques for problem solving is a big key to success. Playful techniques like brainstorming games, role playing, as I mentioned to you, gamification. We talked about that just yesterday, right? Gamification means that we use points or rewards when we achieve something or we do something. And these little things can help us tackle complex problems from a whole different, fresh angle. So you might be saying to me, John, I still don't get what creative play is. All right, let me see if I can shed a little more light on that for you. Because it's not black and white. It's not black and white. So Lego and open source innovation is one way. Another one is Pixar and storyboarding. Pixar encourages a playful environment where animators and writers use storyboarding as a tool for experimentation. Google's 20% time, Google introduced a policy where employees could spend 20% of their work hours on playful personal projects. This approach sparked innovations like Gmail and Google News, showing how time dedicated to exploration and play leads to breakthroughs of new products. The Wright brothers experiment, okay? The pioneers of flight approached the challenge of designing a working airplane through playful experimentation. By building and testing kites and gliders, they discovered solutions that led to the first powered flight, revolutionizing transportation. That's pretty cool. But most people think that you don't play when you get older. You do play. How about Crayola and the creation of new products? So Crayola encourages employees to engage in playful activities such as coloring and doodling to spark creativity. Nintendo and the Wii. Nintendo used playful experimentation to develop the Wii gaming console, breaking away from traditional button-focused controllers by incorporating motion sensing technology, which was a playful physical way of interacting with the game. The Wii became a revolutionary game experience, attracting a wider, more diverse audience and achieving massive commercial success. The Post-it note. The creation of the Post-it note by 3M came from playful exploration. A scientist at 3M was experimenting with weak adhesives, initially considered it to be a failure. However, a colleague began using the adhesive to attach bookmarks in his hymnal without damaging the pages, leading to the innovation of now iconic Post-it notes. Airbnb's story. Airbnb's co-founder Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia initially rented out air mattresses in their apartment during a busy convention as a playful way to cover rent. The small experiment in the temporary accommodation evolved into Airbnb, now one of the largest global hospitality platforms revolutionizing the travel industry. Pretty neat, right? Tesla, Falcon wing doors. Elon Musk encourages Tesla engineers to play with car designs, which led to the creation of the Falcon wing doors on the Tesla Model X. The doors are designed like a bird's wings. Not only do they enhance functionality, but also symbolize Tesla's innovative spirit, blending fun, design, and practicality. But they're not new because the DeLorean had that first. Okay? But you get the idea, right, how this works. And Einstein and thought experiments. Albert Einstein famously used the thought experiments, a form of mental play, to develop his groundbreaking theories of relativity by imagining himself riding alongside a beam of light. Einstein unlocked new understandings of space and time, transforming modern physics. Spotify's hackathon. Spotify encourages innovation through hackathons, playful events where employees work on experimental projects outside their usual tasks. This playful, low-pressure environment has led to creative features like Discover Weekly, which has become one of Spotify's most popular personalized music recommendations. NASA's rover landing system. So NASA engineers used playful thinking when developing the Sky Crane system to land the Curiosity rover on Mars. By imagining the process as a kind of game or puzzle, they devised a way to safely land a rover using a hovering platform. Pretty neat, right? Super Soaker's accidental invention. The Super Soaker was one of the most popular water guns of all time. It was invented by Lonnie Johnson, a NASA engineer. While experimenting with a heat pump in his free time, playfully testing his prototype, Johnson stumbled upon the idea of using air pressure to create a powerful water stream, which inevitably became the iconic toy. Foursquare and gamification, location-based social networking app, introduced gamification elements such as points, badges, and leaderboards to turn checks into a playful competition. Pictionary and visual problem solving. The Lego Serious Play turned into business problem solving tools with Lego Serious Play. Facebook's like button. The Facebook like button was the result of a playful internal hackathon at Facebook, initially called the Awesome button. And this simple idea became one of the most iconic features of social media, influencing how people interact and communicate online. And these are just some examples. And I'm sure you can think of many others, but the whole key, ladies and gentlemen, is to remember that creatively play like you were when you were a kid. As you get older, that doesn't mean that you should give up playing. You should be playing more. Because when you were younger and you played, life was more blissful. No one says you can't live a life without a lot of play. People don't think play is important, but I'm here to tell you that if we didn't have play, we wouldn't have some things like even the way the Dyson vacuum was made, right? There's so many of these out there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am by now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mr. John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It is always such a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you on these fantastic, amazing days and evenings. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Definitely go to believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations, ladies and gentlemen. And I will catch you when? That's right, tomorrow. If you don't catch me on another one of my shows or one of my reels or other forms of short content or long content online at believemeachieve.com, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Take care and have a great rest of your night. And remember, be playful with a serious intent, and you will create things that you didn't even know could be built. Have yourself an amazing night, everyone.